How's it? Free play selection here for Friday, November the 24th. Your free play selection today is going to be between Vanderbilt and Arizona State in college basketball, but I am going to talk to you about a whole bunch of football games as well. Let me see if I feel like I should give you a lean on. So we gave you a thought on the NFL game is today, right? Yeah, Dolphins and Jets. So I'll give you a lean on that game in a second as well. But yeah. Hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy has been around for 1 second here while I change something for you. But Indian Cowboy has been around for 19 years, and Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. The algorithms of Indian Cowboy have been around for 19 years, I should say. And, of course, Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my podcast. Our best selections are over at docsports.com under Rune Shiva. Our next best selections are YouTube Premium Thoughts, where we give you a couple extra thoughts every single day for just $20 a month, 3 extra thoughts. And we gave you Vanderbilt over NC State yesterday, which was a winner. We've hit like 60% over the last several months, which is pretty incredible. Our final best selections are the free picks and leans on the daily video, which is the video that you're watching right now. The link to YouTube Premium is in the comments section, as well as a link to how to get your free $60 worth of premium selection. If you want more content, be sure to jump on our Twitter as our consensus reports, our trends on late night ball games, and our hot takes on sports. And what's going on in our neck of the woods. And we try our best to give you a free play on football as much as we can. Probably should have given you the Niners over yesterday. But normally we try to give you a football lean on Thursday or a free pick on Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So usually 4 days a week, we're giving you football thoughts. But yeah. So what do I need to tell you? We have a 7-unit NHL selection today, which goes off at 3 o'clock. We come off back-to-back 7-unit winners in college basketball. We gave you BYU minus the 10, and they end up winning in a rout. On Thursday, we gave you 7-unit Wednesday, Florida-Pittsburgh over, and they ended up winning as well. 4 straight winners in college basketball. 7-unit Marquette over Kansas, over the number 1 team. They won outright. 5-unit SMU as well. It's been an incredible college basketball run. And we're ready to try to make it, five in a row in college basketball. NBA 4-unit selection today. NHL 7-unit selection plus 3,500 run. Lots of really good stuff going on over there. All right, let's get to it here. So let it be college basketball, NBA, football especially. 1-0 start to the week with the Packers plus the 8.5 or 7.5 over the Bears, and they end up winning outright. We have a 6-unit selection on Saturday and a 7-unit selection on Sunday. Pretty good stuff. All right. So your free play today is I like the under between Vanderbilt as they hook up against Arizona State. The total for this game sits at around 141, and I know some of you are jumping on the over, but I like the under here between these two teams. I think it makes sense here. Vandy lost to NC State by 6 points. Pretty impressive. Vanderbilt doesn't have a quality win over any of the top 250 teams. The pressure is on here on Stackhouse. Arizona State is off a horrendous loss at the hands of BYU. They have the more quality win, technically, of these two teams because they beat UMass Lowell, who's a top 110 team. I think what happens here, the under makes sense. Remember, the team held Mississippi State to just 71 points. And Vanderbilt can be suspect on offense as well, only scoring 74 points against Central Arkansas. And I think the reason why this game is basically a pick 'em is because Arizona State and Bobby Hurley's team is going to play fantastic defense. And I like the under between Vanderbilt and Arizona State under the 141, 141.5 today. I still lean on Miami on the Dolphins today. Small lean. Dolphins won 11-6 last year. Boyle's thrown 9 interceptions in his last 3 games. Miami only put up 20 points in their last game, 14 points the game before. Miami didn't score in the fourth quarter in their last game. Jets 6-12 and 6 points the last 3 games. Dolphins here super motivated off a blowout offensive performance, back-to-back offensive performances, which have them that great. I think Mike McDaniel's on a Thanksgiving weekend busts out here, and I think they do quite well here today, and therefore I like lean on Miami. Moving on here, I like the Kings today, the Sacramento Kings, that is. Minnesota's won this game the last 2 times. Mind you, Sacramento gave up 170 points in the last game and 129 points to the Pelicans. They're going to be super motivated. Minnesota's defense has been spectacular, to be honest with you, holding Philadelphia to 100 points. I get that. But I like the Kings coming off back-to-back losses. I think they'll be motivated. And it's difficult for Minnesota to get up for the Kings after they've already beaten them a couple times. As far as YouTube Premium, that is your selection between Marshall and Kentucky today. That's YouTube Premium. Arkansas, Missouri, that is also YouTube Premium. Denver, Houston in the NBA, that's YouTube Premium. Detroit, Indiana, I like Detroit here. 2-13 and 8-6 teams here. Detroit only lost to Denver by 4. Indiana just lost to Portland. Halliburton and Nembhard here, not expected to play. The only spot here is to take Detroit to get up to face Indiana. Indiana technically has double revenge, but no Nembhard. And I like the Pistons to get up here, to get up to face Indiana. The Pistons, either it's the Pistons or the over here, but I like the Pistons more. New Orleans Saints Falcons YouTube Premium, Patriots Giants YouTube Premium, Carolina Tennessee. I like Carolina. I think I'll take the points with the 1-9 team over the 10-7 team. Carolina was only down 10-17 going into the fourth quarter. They didn't play that bad. The points, on the fact, I think getting to the points on two bad teams is pretty important. Tennessee's off 3 straight losses here. They're not going to the playoff. The Panthers 1-9. I think they want to show some improvement and get it to 2-9 here. And the 4 points for a team that played pretty well last week is pretty impressive. I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers here. I like the Colts and the Bucks to go over. You have a 4-6 and a 5-5 team here. Tampa Bay just 14 points in the last game. They had 20-37 against the Texans, mind you, and against the Texans and Tennessee prior to that. The Colts just 10 points in the last game, lowest output all year. I think both these teams will be frustrated. I think they have nothing to lose. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair, and I think Tampa Bay can be an active dog as well. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, I like the under there. 6-4 and 5-5 team here. I also like Pittsburgh here, but it seems kind of obvious, so I'm not exactly sure about this game. That's why it's further down the card. Pittsburgh, off of a loss to Cleveland, has not lost back-to-back games all year. Tomlin, the fact that he has this team at 6-4 is unbelievable with no quarterback play at all. 20 points or less in their last 6 games is what their defense has held opponents, which is super impressive. Bengals beat this team 37-30 last year. Bengals are off back-to-back losses, giving up 64 points in their last 2 games. I think this game goes under. Honestly, the Steelers should do well, but then again, Brownings played pretty well from the University of Washington, and Pickett only threw for 106 yards last game. I'm going to go with the under. The final YouTube premium thoughts are Kansas City, Vegas, and Buffalo and Philadelphia, and the final free plays for you are I like the over between the Chargers and the Ravens a good bit, and I might make this my free play on Sunday. Why would this game not go over and get out of hand? The Chargers are 4-6. They're desperate as you can be. Baltimore has put up at least 60 points in the last 5 games. The Chargers have to be an active dog here. The season is on the line. They push the tempo here. Why is the 8-3 team only a small favorite on the road to a 4-6 team? Because the Chargers play up to their opponents and they play down to their opponents, meaning they play up to their good opponents and play down to their bad opponents. And I think this is a classic game where the Chargers come off one of their lowest outputs in 4 games, and I think it's going to be a high scoring again. I like the over. Finally, I like the Bears and Minnesota under. Now, this is probably going to be your Monday Night Football play. Why are the Bears just 3-point underdogs? Because Fields is back, Monday night game, their Super Bowl, if you will. Minnesota's off a loss too, a game they could have won. Things are going great in Minnesota, to be honest with you. A team had Cousins get injured, and now they might even have a better quarterback than Cousins after that injury. They only lost by 5 to the Lions, mind you. The Bears did. It took 17 points in the fourth quarter for the Lions to beat the Bears, okay? They made Goff throw 3 interceptions as well. The Bears are playing well. That's why they're only a 3-point dog. They play well with Fields, I should say. Denver put up 12 points in the fourth quarter in the last game and outscored Minnesota 12-0. That's going to not sit well for that Minnesota defense. Both these defenses are super motivated here. And the Bears giving up 31 points is an incredible high point for them. They typically don't give it that many points. And I like the under between the Bears and Minnesota. That is your free play. That is your free play video today. Hope you guys do well. 7 NHL at 3 o'clock today. And 4 straight winners in college basketball. We're going for 5 straight. Great winning season in college ball. I think we're making a strong push in football. 6-unit college football play between the Iron Bowl, Alabama, Auburn on Saturday. 7-unit selection on Sunday. All good things. See you back here tomorrow. Please take a moment to like and subscribe.